Hi friends, it's Connie, the late blooming crafter, and the last video that I posted, I did a flip through of this cute little folio one-page wonder that I learned how to make from the YouTube channel Septeria18, and I think I said her name was Sydney, but she's from Sydney and her name is Sandy, so my corrections there and apologies. But anyway, I showed how I decorated this, and I wanted to, I've been working on decorating this one now, and I wanted to show how cute it turned out. I'm just tickled pink with it. Let me move this back just a little bit, I think. It's just as sweet as can be. Did a little bit of lace and glued this and some pearls on from my stash. And then I made the little envelope here and glued these little flower pearly type embellishments there. And then a pretty pink ribbon. I've tried to reinforce all of the, looks like I might need to glue that down a little bit better. All of the edges as much as I can with washi tape that coordinates, just because it seems like it might help it to last longer. Initially, I had said I wanted to maybe put, since the recipient of this loves bunnies, and this is for her gardening journal that she'll be making herself, I had initially thought about putting one of my decoupage napkin and dictionary page cards, journaling cards on there. But I changed my mind, and I really thought this went better on the back side. So this is from Tim Holtz ephemera. I believe it's vintage wallpaper. And I just made a pocket out of that. So let's open it up and take a peek inside. I put, let's see if I can get in there without too much delay. Attached a paper clip, a little mini paper clip to help something to grasp. It is a pretty small little pocket envelope type thing. Anyway, I just took a very small vellum envelope and put a little, this adhered to it, and then put some cards inside, and then cut a card to go behind it. And these are just, the cards in there are just from my stash and fit in there nicely. So, and I could put some Velcro or something there, and I still may do that, but I think the ribbon holds it nicely when it's done. So then, let's see, get this a little bit closer. Open it up, and we have a pocket that's created here. I glued her letters of her initial, my friend's initials, and then glued some flower there, also from that Tim Holtz. There's a little pocket here. This is the vintage wallpaper from Tim Holtz. A little pocket here. Everything's a little snug, but another little vellum envelope that I put some adhered type. They're not stickers. You rub them. They're rub-on transfers, and they seem to adhere pretty well. And I have lots of little books because I love little miniature books. And I took out pages that had themes of friendship on them, even though this is a gardening themed folio for her garden. It had the pretty floral pictures and pretty little things about friendship, nice sayings. I thought that was really sweet to just put in the envelope. And I'll put all that together later. And then just a little card that matches the paper that I used on my folio. And then inside the pocket on this side is from another book, Friendship's Offering, and she likes Victorian time period, and so I thought that would be really pretty to just put in there. And then This is from, I believe, a Tim Holtz stash of cards and ephemera, as is this one, I believe. And that went so nicely with the gardening theme. In fact, it's a seed pocket imitation type production. And then just another piece of the paper that I folded to make lots of journaling space. And my friend loves teddy bears, so I thought that little guy was cute with his little sparkly pink tie. And then I've just stamped the top. I love the stamps that have nice sayings on them. And here's where I put one of the bunny cards. It's upside down, I believe. I can't see through my lens. There we go. And then this kind of tied in some of the wallpaper that I used. You'll see as we go through it. So I just glued that on there to make everything cohesive. And this was from a little book that, or a little holder that has a bunch of prayer cards in it. And I thought that was really nice I liked what it said and that it had all the flowers on there. So those all go back in there. That just won't take long at all, so I'll do that real quick. And then on this side, we have another little pocket here. And I liked this little card and what it said. There we go. And this was just another small card. And then I found this in my stash and thought that was nice. And then this, I just put a little sticker on there and use this little pretty cording to hold the folio together on this side. This creates a pocket by putting this piece of paper here. That's how I was taught to make it. And then I put in some small cards in front of it, and I glued this pretty lace on there. My friend loves glitter, and I thought that was a nice addition to, even though this paper was really pretty, I just liked the way that looked with the scalloped edge and the gold. I thought it was really pretty. And then again with the Victorian and the flowers, I thought that was gorgeous. Little card. Another little miniature book page with sayings of friendship. More cards. Put a little lace on there. I think that's from a Tim Holtz ephemera. And then that's part of that wallpaper. So I thought those were all cute and pretty, along with the floral theme and friendship. And then behind here, I put another page and glued a page onto the back, and some of the wallpaper, vintage wallpaper that I glued on to just kind of decorate the page. This actually served the purpose of this paper right here seemed a little bit thin on the corners, so to reinforce it, I did that, and plus it just looked pretty, of course. And then the sayings on there from the poems and whatnot in the little book. Another little pocket. With little cards. And then the Tim Holtz cards. Book page that I embellished a little bit with some more of that pretty scalloped edge and some lace over here. And this is from the wallpaper, vintage wallpapers. And my friend is a wonderful mother, so I thought she would like that. From the Mother's Joy is my miniature book. A miniature book, not mine. I didn't write it. And then decorated this page as well. I thought it was pretty cute. And then decorated this card a little bit more. This is from the vintage wallpapers. And this came from paper that was from a digital from Boho Love on Etsy. I've used some of her papers in other journals and mentioned her. And another wonderful verse that describes my friend. And this is, again, sorry about the camera. This is from the vintage wallpapers, and it just goes so nicely. And I decorated one side with just a little bit of lace, and then this side with some cheesecloth that I stained, and lace, and a vintage button. And she loves bunnies, so the bunny and the scripture, because she loves scriptures as well. She's a very spiritual person. But this button, I'll tell you a little story about it when we're all done here. So then on the back, and I've got a stamp there, and then I embellished this right here with more of the trim from the vintage wallpaper, some lace, and a little butterfly sticker. And this sticker and this was from just some of my stash. And then on the back, inside, are some more of the Tim Holtz cards and vintage wallpaper. And I love that little lace with it's ribbon with kind of a crocheted edge with floral and pink background. She loves teacups. It's very personalized for her because as we've become closer, I've only had her as a friend for a few years, but I just really appreciate everything about her. She's such a good person, and she loves everything English, so I thought this piece of wallpaper was really nice. Vintage wallpaper from the Tim Holtz. And then the birds. They're pretty cute. And more cards. So that's that one, and I'm going to put that all back together after I get off camera. But about the buttons, what I wanted to share real quick, and I'll wrap this up. The other day I went to an estate sale, and then my friends came over, and I was able to share with them these really cute, it's not an estate sale, I'm sorry, a garage sale. And the women, I've been to their home before, they always have primitive things, and they were parting with some more stuff that they enjoy for a while and then get rid of, or, you know, whatever. And I found this, I believe, to be a very vintage, maybe antique little bag that someone embroidered on, and it's all hand stitched, as you can see. I'm imagining maybe a young girl did it. And it says seeds, and what's in it are beans, which is cute in itself. The bag is just again, you can see that stitching. It's just really precious to think of some little girl holding that. I get a little emotional. And then this one, buttons. Who got the buttons? And some more embroidery, and a gathered bag at the top, cinch, and it actually is filled with lots of vintage buttons. So the day that I did go to this sale and found these things, my friends came over, and we went through the buttons and looked at them and talked about how neat this was. So one of the buttons, there was several of these old buttons that have the 2 holes, and the one that I put in my friend's little folio journal that I just shared with you has the 4 holes. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of neat that that's part of the story for the folio journal that I'm giving her. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little flip through of this very personalized and I think special little gift for a very special friend. Remember, if I can do this, you can do this. I'm a late blooming crafter, and I'm loving making things beautiful like this, and I hope I've inspired you. Thanks for watching. Take care now.